Hi, this is Joachim for statisticsglobe.com, and in this video I will show you how to add a common legend to a combined ggplot2 plot in the R programming language. So in the video I will show you an example, and this example relies on the example data that we can create with lines 3 to 9 of the code. So if you run these lines of code, you will see that at the top right in RStudio, two new data frames appear. And we can also have a look at these data frames. So as you can see, data 1 consists of 3 columns, X, Y, and a grouping column. And data 2 also consists of the columns X, Y, and a grouping column. So if we want to draw plots with a ggplot2 package, we need to install and load the ggplot2 package, as you can see in lines 12 and 13 of the code. I have installed the package already, so I'm just going to load it with line 13. And furthermore, if we want to add a common legend to a combined ggplot, then we also need to install and load the gridExtra package, as you can see in lines 14 and 15 of the code. So at this point, we are set up to create our ggplots. And as first step, I will create two ggplots based on our two example data frames, data 1 and data 2. So this is like a typical code that you would apply in order to create a ggplot with the ggplot2 package. So if you run lines 18 to 23 of the code, you will see that two new plot objects, ggp1 and ggp2, are appearing at the top right of RStudio. We can also have a look at these two plots by running this code here. Then you can see that our first plot is a scatter plot with some random uniformly distributed points. And we can also have a look at our second plot, which is called ggp2. And as you can see, this is also a scatter plot, but this plot is centered around the point 0. Now let's assume that we want to plot these two ggplot2 plots side by side, and let's assume we also want to add a common legend to these two plots. Then we would have to create one of our plots again, but this time with a legend. So here in lines 26 to 28 of the code, I'm creating the plot ggp1 again, but with a legend. So if you run these lines of code, you will see that at the top right, another plot object is appearing, and we can also have a look at this new plot. And as you can see, our new plot is containing the same values as ggp1, but this time it also shows a legend at the bottom of the plot. Now the next step is that we need to create a function which extracts this legend from the plot that we have created before. So you can simply copy and paste this code here from the description of the video, because in the description of the video I will put the whole code of this video. So you could just copy the code from there. However, if you run lines 31 to 36 of the code, you will see that a new function is appearing at the top right of RStudio. So we created our own user-defined function, which is extracting legends from ggplots. Now, in order to extract this legend from our plot, we need to apply our function, which we have called extract legend, to our ggplot that we have created before. So within the function, we simply need to specify the name of the plot from which we want to extract the legend. So in this case, our plot is called ggp1 legend. Now, if you run this line of code, you will see that another data object appears at the top right, which is called shared legend. And this data object is containing only the legend of our plot. Now, in the final step, we finally can draw our two ggplots, ggp1 and ggp2 side by side, by applying the arrange crop function of the gridExtra package. So within the arrange crop function, we need to specify our two plots. And then we also need to specify how many columns we want to have in our combined plot. So in this case, we want to have 2 columns because we want to draw our 2 plots ggp1 and ggp2 side by side. And then we also need to apply the gridArrange function, which is also contained in the gridExtra package. And within the gridArrange function, we need to specify the legend that we want to draw. And then we also need to specify that we want to draw 2 rows, because in the first row we will show our plots, and in the second row we will show the legend. And then we also need to specify the heights of our rows. So in this case, we are specifying that our plots have a height of 10 and our legend has a height of 1. So if you run these 2 lines of code, you will see that at the bottom right in RStudio, our side-by-side plot appears. And you can also see that we have created a shared legend which is representing or explaining the values of both of our plots. So this is basically what I wanted to show you in this video. However, if you want to learn more on the creation of shared legends for combined ggplot2 plots, then you could check out my homepage, statisticsglobe.com, because on the homepage I have recently published a tutorial in which I'm explaining the content of this video in some more detail. Furthermore, you will find all the R programming code in this tutorial, or as I mentioned before, also in the description of this video. And if you have liked this video, I would be very happy if you leave me some feedback in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel in order to get notifications in future when I'm releasing new videos to the channel. That's it for this video. Thanks a lot. See you next time.